We probably would not call ourselves idol worshippers. By the very nature of our presence in this church, we self-identify as following the God to whom this psalm was written. And we know that there are plenty of modern idols that we don't necessarily call gods. There's always a classic, money. We even half-jokingly call it the almighty dollar. We know to watch out that money doesn't become our focus or goal. The same goes for political figures. We know not to mistake political affiliation for faith. And while our faith informs our politics, we know that they are still separate. We know better than to get caught up in these idols. But this psalm doesn't just reject the easy idols. And it is easy to overlook the more subtly worshipped images. And not images of a golden calf, but images of who we think we should be. We worship the sneakier images in ways that we may not even recognize. How about grades for students? Or for those of us who perhaps wish that our children were better students. It is easy to cross from seeking to do our best with our gifts into worshiping the image of the perfect college application. And those of us who have moved beyond the scholastic world may find ourselves doing the same thing, substituting our resume for our college application. Many times, we also bow to the image of the perfect American family. The one where Ma and Pa always smile lovingly at one another and never fight. The one where little brother and big sister always do their chores and speak respectfully to one another and to their elders. Perhaps we worship the image of someone who has got their life together, who can handle everything and is always the helper and never needs help of their own. The rugged individualist who can accomplish anything on their own merits and talents. It's the worship of that image that answers, how are you, with fine or good, even when our hearts are breaking or when we are overwhelmed and drowning. And this church knows better than most what happens when we pretend that nothing is wrong, deceiving ourselves that if we tell no one of our shame, that eventually it will just go away. We watched it happen and felt the pain of that breach of trust. Perfect application, the all-American family, the ever-strong and independent individual. If these are the images we choose to follow, we will be put to shame. Because all of these little philosophies and bits for which we work so hard bow down before the Lord, like the little gods named by the psalmist. They are subject to the rule of the Lord. And though we may try to convince ourselves otherwise, we too need the sovereign Lord.